National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Steps away to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Odafe Oweh tracks him down away in the backfield for a loss of 16. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 28-yard line.
To throw, Kaepernick. And this one's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Kaepernick. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Second down at the 31-yard line.
Kaepernick now to throw. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
It's Kaepernick. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that would be a nice accomplishment, too.
A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for LA Rams. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
26 man. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The threat of the second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Now, this play was all about the eyes. As he rolled out to his right, he kept one eye downfield and one eye on what was in front of him, and he ended up picking up some pretty good yardage.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 10. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's good for an LA Rams.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Easy. Motion to the backfield. 26 Mike. Watch the run. Big 20. 26 Mike. They're not ready for this, man.
Stafford on first down. Being chased out left. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
4 yards. That's another Rams first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Tighten up. Pull together.
180. 22.
Baby, that's baby shot.
26 Mike. 26 Mike.
Throwing again at Stafford. Flush to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Hey, fly low. 26 Mike.
On 2nd and goal, Stafford flushed out right. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Let's go.
Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Rams nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Stafford now to throw. Dancing, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
59. 26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Watch the slant.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Now Brown. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
2nd and 10. Throwing now is Kaepernick. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Now Kaepernick. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Kaepernick. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
A final shot before the break. Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Play action. Now Kaepernick. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Kaepernick. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Let's go, D. 26, Mike. 26. 54. 26.
On first down, it's Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
18 yards. That's good for LA Rams.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
On first down, Stafford here. Completes it to Jennings. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Hey. Let's make these babies cry on the way back home. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Here we go. Hey, middle. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Ain't no such thing as a low.
Again, it's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, Kaepernick. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. 91.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side here taken in by Bateman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Hey, 91, 91.
Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. There he goes left side. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Rolling to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Terrell Lewis able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, standing just outside his own goal line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game?
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On first down, Dobbins. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That's into the hands of Crochet. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now Kaepernick. Forced out to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Kaepernick looking to throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, he's going to air it out deep for Woods. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, Kaepernick. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Ravens on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Kaepernick's going to throw it. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. The offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Stafford. This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Over the middle. That's caught by Schwartz. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. To the air again. Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Odafe Oweh able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.